Calvin Murphy with us here, ESPN 97.5. Hey, do you think there's any validity to this rumor regarding LeBron James' mom and Delonte West?
It ain't no rumor.
Huh?
It ain't no rumor.
What's going on here? Hold on.
Unfortunately, my sources
Oh!
in the NBA tell me that it's absolutely true.
Oh.
My sources, and they're legit, tell me that it was the only people that didn't know what was happening was LeBron and me.
God forbid I tell the truth. I respect the hell out of LeBron James. Ain't nobody trying to disrespect him. I'm saying we talking facts about the game of basketball. When LeBron James first arrived in Miami, he was so psychologically warped, being betrayed by former teammates for business that is none of y'all own.
What?
That's right. And let me tell you something. West is one of these players now.
Delonte West.
Delonte West is one of these players now that is going to get what they call the old proverbial blackball. Oh my God. You know, I could not imagine me being in that situation and him still being on my team. Because one of us is going to be dead and the other one's going to be in jail. No question about it.
So this is the so this is the real deal as far as you're obviously plugged in as anyone can be in the NBA.
There was a cease and desist order, email over Delonte West from the attorney of LeBron James's mom, I believe that came out
to this Terez Owens guy.
Yeah, to the guy that originally reported the story. So look, this story is ongoing, or at least the rumors surrounding it. But Murph, you're saying from your sources this story is true, and Delonte West, in fact, did have some kind of physical contact with LeBron's mom.
They was doing the horizontal poker. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, jeez.
Wow. What? I mean, is this something that goes on with you crazy basketball players?
No.
What is
Let
going
me
on
tell
in
you something,
league?
Dave. This is absolutely horrifying to think somebody would be a scuzz bucket to do something of that magnitude. I'm talking about both parties.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We sit there talking about Delonte West. If this is true, what's with him? But LeBron's mom is an interesting lady. I mean, she's kind of had a
Gloria.
Yeah, kind of an odd past, right? I mean, she's a little bit out there.
Let me tell you something, Dave. Dave, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
There is no way you can sugarcoat this situation.
Uh-huh.
This situation right here will change LeBron's direction in basketball forever. Because, unfortunately, we live in a society of people that are horrible when they can get their teeth into something like this.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute now. Rumor has it that he may take some time off.
Really?
If that rumor is true, I think that's the best thing, because sometimes you got to let situations like this is so horrifying, to die down. Now, he supposedly found out about this in the fourth game of the playoffs.
Right.
So, if remember, I made the statement on the air that I thought he quit.
Oh, it makes sense?
And it makes sense, because how could you play ball and having that kind of oh my God. I think I'm a very strong person. I've been involved in some situations that had to weather the storm. I don't know if I could weather that one. I don't know as an individual how you deal with something like this.
Okay.
Especially when everybody around you knew but you.
Let me ask you, though, Murph. His mom's more responsible than Delonte West here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is really about dealing with mom than it is more Delonte West.
I disagree.
I mean,
you know why? I want to know who had the audacity to make the first move.
Yeah, I would say both of them.
But it
my
doesn't
goodness.
matter. Mom's got to know she can't date or hang out or kick it or hit it, whatever, with any of my teammates. Mom's got to know that.
But you know something, though, Carl? Not everybody is ready for prime time. You understand that, don't you?
Oh, I understand.
Just because you are related to someone that is prime time doesn't mean that you're prime time.
Oh.
And unfortunately, where we are right now with this situation, and my sources say that is true, how do you, in your mom, or how do you recover from a situation like this? Forget about basketball now. I'm talking about your family. You know, I had a family situation that was horrifying a minute ago myself, so I understand about broken families. But when you have something of this magnitude, that's just flat out nasty. No matter how you look at it, how do you get through this and still be in the league that you were now supposedly heir apparent to the great Jordan?
Well, listen, I think if LeBron is able to overcome this, okay, and still able to win championships in the big picture, long term, I don't think this affects his long-term legacy. The family issue, and I'm going to pull a page out of Tiger here.
All right.
That's between him and his mom.
I
mean, honestly, it is.
Okay, but
Murph.
Yes, but look at Tiger. Tiger's a different golfer now.
Well, he has been.
All right, he's been injured, but his mindset that made him Tiger is gone. We talked about that.
We did.
LeBron James.
But it's early.
Huh?
It's early. I mean, I want to see Tiger 2 years from now. I want to see Tiger. It's still relatively early in this process.
I disagree with you on that one, Carl, because when you have set a tone and a direction based on your strength mentally, you don't have the luxury of stopping and starting. You got to maintain that in order to keep it moving. And LeBron James, one thing that has always been constant with him is his arrogance, his belief in himself, and the fact that nothing was able to shake him. You know, I was on his case many a night about the things he did in the game, not shaking hands with the opponent, because of his arrogance. Now he's been humbled. So when you talk about long-term, you got to get it straight right now so you will have a long-term.
Wow. Calvin Murphy with us here, ESPN 97.5. I mean, amazing. Is there anything else about the story we wouldn't even know yet?
I don't know if
I'm going to tell you what I was told.
Oh.
Okay.
I was told that there's another party out there, my peoples.
Another party?
Another party that West wasn't the only.
Oh, no. Come on, Murph.
I'm telling you what I heard. That's all I can tell you.
Calvin, do you think she's a hammer?
You sort of feel like this Delonte West rumor.
Delonte West.
What?
Delonte West.
Yes, it's true. And that he felt sort of like this is something that everybody in their organization knew about, and by not telling him, he had sort of animosity toward the franchise and the organization.
Hold on, let me interject one more second, because I'm not positive we're allowed to talk about this, although I feel like we should, because look, whether it's true or untrue, and ESPN isn't in the policy, I don't think, of just running rumors as news or all that. I did talk about it in chat. At some point, this took a life of its own. And, you know, if you look at the way LeBron left and the way he played those last couple games, and the fact that, you know, if you watch this team the last 2-3 years, how tight they were, they had all these little rituals, you know, this was like one of the most close-knit NBA teams I think any of us had ever seen. And by the end of that Boston series, that was gone. And then he does the decision, does not mention these players once, has not mentioned them since he left, has not said, like, goodbye to my brother Mo Williams in a tweet, none of that stuff. It's almost like he's gone out of his way to distance himself from everybody on that team and the organization.
Except for Ilgauskas seems to be his only close friend on that team now.
Right.
That
was the only one. So, yeah, it does make you wonder, you know, and I hypothesized in a mailbag, and I couldn't go as far as I could, but something happened.
Well, I mean, we don't need to even talk about what the rumor itself is. I think most people listening to this show know what we're talking about, okay?
Right.
And that's one possibility, right?
Yeah.
It's possible that this was the spur that made him not just want to go somewhere else, but almost sort of embarrass the franchise.
Was the story about him and LeBron's mom dating, was that a real thing?
I don't got no confirmation on that, but I was there during that time, and based on the vibe, I don't know, but it probably was true.
Hey, and like I said, I was told that it was true. And based on what I've seen, sight unseen, on the changes in LeBron's personality on the court, there's something wrong with him. And it's not about him being hurt, elbow, any of that. His whole demeanor has changed. I didn't see the camaraderie between him and his teammates. I didn't see that powder thrown in the air. I didn't see the LeBron that would go into the playoffs and take Boston apart. And he's done this.
I agree. I said it myself. A lot of things changed between game 4, 5, and 6.
No question.
They just did. Murph, we got to run. Great job. By the way,
No, you three kings came down here to win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Hey, and when I say that,